It all started with a hospital room, flashing lights, and a voice crying out, "Don't let him die." No one could believe it. Wang Yibo was on the floor, covered in blood. And the one holding him, trembling and screaming for help, was Xiao Zhan. But what happened before that moment? And how did two of China's biggest stars, once rumored to be distant, end up in a bond so deep, it would change their lives forever? They were both rising legends. Wang Yibo, cool, composed, mysterious. Xiao Zhan, warm, expressive, a fan favorite. After starring together in the Untamed, fans shipped them endlessly, creating one of the biggest fan cultures in Asia. But behind the scenes, things weren't as perfect. Rumors swirled that they didn't get along. On set, they barely spoke. Some insiders claimed Yibo thought Zhan was too emotional, while Zhan allegedly felt Yibo was cold and detached. They appeared friendly in public, but privately, their paths never crossed. Until one moment changed it all. It was a rainy evening in Shanghai. Wang Yibo had just finished filming a motorbike scene for a new action drama. Known for doing his own stunts, he insisted on riding solo. But something went wrong. A slippery turn. A screech. A crash. News spread fast. Wang Yibo was rushed to the hospital after a motorcycle accident. Fans were in shock. The entertainment world froze. But what no one expected was Xiao Zhan's reaction. The moment he heard the news, he dropped everything, his rehearsal, his phone, his schedule. He ran to the hospital. Not drove. Ran. Doctors fought to stabilize Yibo. He had fractured ribs, a broken arm, and a concussion. As staff pushed him down the hallway, they heard a voice shouting, "Wait. Let me see him." Xiao Zhan burst through the doors, tears in his eyes. The nurses were stunned. A top-tier celebrity sobbing openly, begging to stay by Yibo's side. No one knew how close they had actually become. Turns out. After the Untamed, the two had slowly started texting. Just memes at first. Then deeper chats. Sharing career fears. Life struggles. Loneliness. They bonded over late-night conversations, hidden from the public eye. Two young stars, carrying the weight of fame, finally finding someone who understood. In the months before the accident, they had secretly met up often. No bodyguards. No managers. Just two friends watching movies, riding bikes, or talking about dreams they never admitted in interviews. Xiao Zhan once told a close friend. "With Yibo, I don't have to pretend. He sees me, the real me." And Wang Yibo? He told his stunt trainer. "Zhan doesn't judge. He just listens." That's rare. But they kept it private. They didn't want media frenzy or fan wars. So, the world never knew, until the accident exposed it all. When Yibo woke up days later, the first person he saw was Xiao Zhan, asleep in a hospital chair, still holding his hand. The first thing Yibo said? "You stayed?" Xiao Zhan opened his eyes and smiled. Always. After recovery, they appeared in public more often, still low-key, but no longer hiding. Whether it was a quiet lunch in Seoul or attending the same event backstage, the bond was clear. Not a romance. Not just friendship. A rare, unshakable connection, built on trust, silence, and survival. Sometimes, the most powerful relationships grow not from love, but from loyalty. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan may not say much. But their story proves one thing. Even in an industry full of masks, real bonds can still be found. What do you think? Is this just friendship? Or something deeper? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories behind the stars you love. What many people don't know is that their deep bond actually began even earlier, during the filming of The Untamed. One rainy night after a long day on set, both of them were stuck in the dressing room due to a power outage. No phones. No assistants. Just silence and shadows. Xiao Zhan finally broke it. Do you ever feel like you're living someone else's life? Yibo, usually quiet, simply nodded. Then he said, sometimes I wish I could disappear, just to see who would look for me. That night, they made a pact, to always check in on each other, even if the world turned against them. It was a silent promise. Not for the cameras. Not for the fans. Just for them. After the accident, paparazzi photos of Xiao Zhan leaving the hospital surfaced online. He looked tired. Worn. But peaceful. Fans noticed something else, he was wearing one of Yibo's old beanies. A small detail, but it exploded across the internet. Are they closer than we thought? This isn't just PR. This is real. The hashtag Xiao Zhan Yibo reunion trended for 3 days. But not everyone was kind. Some accused them of using each other for clout. Others tried to stir up fan wars. But neither star responded. Instead, Yibo posted a single photo on his private account, a photo of 2 motorbike helmets. One green. One red. Side by side. The caption? Brothers don't need to explain. Later that year, Xiao Zhan faced career turbulence, harsh rumors, false accusations, and emotional burnout. It was one of the hardest periods of his life. Many celebrities stayed silent. But one person didn't. Yibo quietly flew to Beijing, just to spend the night gaming and eating noodles with him. No statements. No public defense. Just presence. A close crew member revealed. Yibo never said a word about the drama. He just made sure Zhan wasn't alone. That's the kind of bond they share. Quiet. Steady. Unbreakable. Today, both stars are thriving. New dramas. Music releases. International recognition. But fans still spot the small signs, matching bracelets. Similar lyrics in their songs. Shared smiles in interviews. Are they best friends? Former co-stars? Or something that has no name? One thing's for sure, their journey together has inspired millions. In a world that constantly tries to divide people, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan chose loyalty. Maybe the most powerful relationships aren't the loud ones. They're the ones where no words are needed. Where one glance is enough. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan taught us that fame fades, but connection doesn't. Tell us in the comments, what do you think is the real story behind their bond? If you love this story, like and subscribe for more emotional journeys behind the stars. Until next time, stay inspired.